What's up, brother? Welcome back to my channel. What I am going to be discussing in today's video is the safest method of transferring funds to your suppliers. I am going to be talking about the methods that you shouldn't use and the methods that you should use when it comes to sending funds to your suppliers and avoid getting scammed. Before we start, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so don't miss out any of my future videos, and don't forget to make a quick like and make a comment below. Let's get started. So when it comes to transferring funds to your suppliers, what is the safest method that I would recommend that you should use? The safest method that you should use is PayPal. You have the ability of filing a chargeback with PayPal if the goods weren't as expected or if the goods didn't arrive, and that is the first route to using PayPal. They will be able to transfer the funds back to you after you transfer the funds to the supplier, and through different signs to get the funds back you are gonna have to send them a proof. You have the option of getting your funds back, and that's the good saying about PayPal. And I always use PayPal when it comes to me using a new supplier. So this is the reason why I would recommend PayPal for beginners, because I am convert if anything happens, and if anything happened I go back to PayPal and contact them. I always know that something can go wrong, so when it comes to using the new supplier I always have this in mind, because I have not built up any trust with any supplier. So at the start of the relationship with that new supplier, another benefit to using PayPal, it allows you to know if the supplier is going to scam you or not when you are first using a new supplier, especially at the beginning. So if the supplier does not accept PayPal, they might be a scammer, and that might be a small red flag, because most established businesses in China use PayPal. So bear this in mind. If the supplier doesn't use PayPal, that supplier shouldn't be trusted, and you should know that the exchange rate that PayPal offers is a lot higher than other methods. It's a lot more expensive than other methods. They offer an extra level of production, and that's the reason why PayPal is a lot more expensive than other methods. This is basically where the extra charge comes from if anything goes wrong and you have the ability to file a chargeback. So PayPal is a lot more expensive, bear this in mind, and not because you have to use PayPal you roll out a product. No, you should not do that. So one thing I also want you guys to be reminded, once you build up that trust with that supplier, make sure that you select sending money to a businesses. If you are going to use PayPal rather than sending money to friends or family, because you won't be covered if you select sending money to friends and family, bear that in mind. And when it comes to transferring funds to supplier using PayPal, you need to make sure that you select the right payment method. I am going to log in to show you where you need to go when it comes to sending money to your supplier. So you input all of your supplier's details. Once you log in, this is the screen that you are going to see. This is the same screen that you are going to see if your supplier is in China. So what it's going to ask you when you enter PayPal all of your supplier's information, it's going to ask you what is the payment for, and there will be two options: paying for an item or service and sending to a friend or family. So if you select this option, what this is basically saying, there are no fees when you send money to your friend or family. You won't be charged an extra fee, and when you are trying to send the funds it's going to be a little bit cheaper for you. Do not make the mistake of selecting this option. You will not be able to file a chargeback. Do not make the mistake. Don't select this option, and the option that you should use is this one where it says paying for an item or service. You tell them that you want to use PayPal to send the money to them. Once you get your invoice from your supplier, and they are going to add the fee onto the invoice, this allows you to be covered under the PayPal per production scheme. So you need to make sure that you tell the supplier that you are gonna select paying for an item or service. Another benefit to using PayPal instantly is that the money goes straight into the supplier's PayPal account. The supplier gets the funds straight away. From the moment that you transfer the funds, it could take 2 days, and some of them are instant as well. It gets the process moving a lot more quickly. So this is a major benefit that you need to be aware of, and you are also paying for the convenience of the money going straight into their PayPal account. The next method that I want to talk about is a service called Asmo. It allows businesses to transfer money to other businesses. It's business to business platform for. And one of the first reasons why Asmo is great is because the money goes straight into the supplier's bank account. When it leaves your bank account, it's a lot more quicker than other transfer services. The money goes in there on that same day if you do it early in the day, and this is one of the main reasons why I would recommend the Asmo. And to enter the money into the bank account of the supplier using other services out there, it might take 2 days. And another reason why I would recommend Asmo, you get better exchange rates than PayPal, and it's a lot more cheaper than PayPal. For example, if I transfer $300 to PayPal today, probably gonna cost me $350. If I was to use Asmo, probably gonna cost me $310. This is why I would recommend using Asmo. You're gonna be saving so much money over the years. The only negative to Asmo is that when the money goes straight into the supplier's bank account and leaves your bank account, you won't be able to file a chargeback. There is no way of filing a chargeback. This is something you need to bear in mind. So you need to make sure that you have built up a trusted relationship with your supplier. At the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so don't miss out any of my future videos. And don't forget to make a quick like and make a comment below. Stay safe and goodbye.